Well, all right, guys, we are here at the JFH app test for what day is today? July 21st, Wednesday. Tomorrow, the 22nd, is the Superhero Kung Fu Extravaganza. And if you haven't already submitted for that experience, submitted your action scene, the deadline is 3 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, Thursday the 22nd. So send in whatever action content that you have. And if you've seen the latest update, Kung Fu doesn't actually mean fighting. It means expertise, the literal translation. So whatever your expertise is that you want to show some form of action-oriented scene, and action doesn't mean fighting either, but whatever your expertise is that you'd like to show off, that's true Kung Fu, and it would be welcome for the submission. So with that said, passing it to Andra for to lead this session. Love you guys.
Hi. Hi, team. Thank you for being here. As usual, these meetings are being recorded. They go on our YouTube. An exciting functionality on Ryan. Welcome, Ryan. Good to
Hey guys, how are you? Let me start my video. Sorry.
Right.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Good. We're just kicking off this session, and
Very cool.
As the MVP is complete, we're just refining the experience, and there's a very exciting functionality that we're testing today. We've launched the last functionality was Ally and Rival, Ally, and now Rival, the handshake protocol. These were some issues leftovers, so today we're gonna focus on that mostly. And all the tests are being done on justforheroes.app. That's considered our staging environment before the live launch, which happens after our amazing testing together with the team decide that it's good to go. So
Gold master, as Apple call it, right? Gold. I think Apple call the final gold master before they release anything.
Yes, exactly.
Also, video game speak, going gold.
Very true.
Yeah. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna put the Just for Heroes environment here. You can add your the app to your home screen, or you can test in browser. And
either way.
All the data that you're creating, please use the prefix test. That way, it's easier for me to clean up after.
Even in your username, if you bracket, test, and then whatever
just
test
so you know,
we'll do the same. And you're going to see me turn off my camera for a little bit as I munch down with kale, avocado.
I thought it was a wig. I thought it was a wig then for a second. I thought that like this kind of seaweed wig on.
Hey, nice haircut. That's what happened. Looks like a fresh cut too.
Yeah, I've been cutting my own hair for the past 3 years now.
You cut your own hair?
Yeah, because
I cut my own hair. I have to do it now.
Yeah, I do it because I'm too impatient. I wake up one day, I'm just like, it's too long. I need to cut. I can't be bothered to schedule an appointment and go do it. And then during COVID, it worked out well because no one could cut their hair, but I could cut my hair. And look, I had some bad times where I made mistakes, but I got through those days and now I'm good at it.
Nice. Well, thank you for reminding me. I got reminded 2 days ago and I forgot yesterday. So that's why this is happening.
I see Michael has a closer cut.
I miss a fellow lady, but I'm more than happy to have this conversation with all you guys.
Yeah, of course.
I haven't had a haircut in a long time, so.
It's a lot more difficult for each other. Yours looks easier to manage, so does yours, Michael.
a little bit easier to manage, but now I have the lovely job of cutting everyone else's hair in the house.
Ah, right. Yes. I suppose actually, Mike, we got the mustache to maintain.
Oh, that's actually really easy.
Yeah, just a nice sort of trimming every now and then.
Yeah,
Keeping it in
the
shape.
trick is
I
if
like
you
it.
let it get longer than half an inch, but half an inch or less, no trouble at all. It's like shaving.
I can't get past the, what is it, the 2 week thing's the longest. I grew stubble. I was just so itchy, I couldn't get past it.
I love how interactive.
Anyway, sorry.
I love
guys,
how
sorry.
interactive this
Derail
session
that, sorry.
are. No, for me it's great. I mean, it's usually me and Jen and Autumn. So this is a feeling of how it will be in the office, when we're all in the same place, like all the
So,
like the water
not as efficient, but fun.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, we don't have a lot to test, so it's perfect. Just
No problem.
yeah,
That's good.
and because we are so scrappy, we didn't expand the database environment, so that's why we need to prefix the data so it's easier for the scripts to be run.
No, that's fine. I think you've done a lot, had a lot on your plate, so I wouldn't put yourself down.
More than happy to have you help, Ryan.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely.
Some
Anything you need.
cleanup.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Michael has been really, really helpful, and all the
Cool.
the team. So it's amazing
Nice.
to see this moving along. So yes, ally and rival, approve, reject, pending, withdraw the rival request. Jen can talk a bit more on the brand perspective on every functionality. This is how we usually run this test because it's important to understand what each functionality means for the story, and then to test it thoroughly to be able to execute on that.
Quick question. Do you need us to be heroes, clients, or rivals? Anything in particular? Or should we just go for it?
Well, according to the specifications, heroes and villains can rival each other. Clients cannot. So that will be an interesting test. So any
I can test the client the client profile to see if you can rival or ally.
Okay, cool.
Thank you. I'll go on class. What do you go do? Hero. One of us should do hero. One of us should do villain.
I already did a hero, so I can make another one, but
So you're hero, right?
yeah.
Okay.
As
I'll
of
do villain.
20 seconds
I'll
ago.
go hero too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, usually anything I test on hero is kind of a default just because most users will probably be set up as that.
And do you prefer what do you use for the simulation on the computer? Or should I just do it on the phone?
Sorry.
What do you use to simulate the iPhone on the computer? Or do you want me just to do it on my?
No, you just go in the browser. You just go in the browser and you access it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's a good point. Yeah, okay. Okay, that makes it sound like a very silly question. Sorry.
No
worries.
it's a very good question. I know what you mean, but
Yeah.
it's not a progressive web app. That's how you run
Yeah.
before we
Exactly. Yeah.
to the App Store. That's how we're gonna test, Ryan. So
Gotcha.
good to have someone to
Just double check.
yeah.
For the record, we have tried emulators, but they tend to run a bit slow.
Yeah, is that
So,
right?
it's give and take.
Yeah, I've seen a few of the Adobe. What do you use for it, actually? I'm intrigued. Like, so what do you use to code it and to build the app?
It's a Ionic React progressive web app
I've heard of that. Yeah.
on Firebase infrastructure.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
And I'll stop this because this sessions go on YouTube, and we have the patent pending. But
Yes.
Patent filings right now still.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw the document you sent me, Jen.
Yeah.
Oh, quick shout out to Kale Anonymous. I'm doing my villain name as Kale Anonymous. I'm not sure if you guys can see it from there. There we go.
I saw
Kale
that. I
Anonymous.
saw that.
Wonderful, wonderful host of the original ETC show. Could you mute real quick? The ETC, it is a fantastic show that I watch that has become Internet Today. So shout out to the Internet Today guys, and shout out to Kale Anonymous, who is pretty much the founding voice of the ETC show, Electronics, Technology, and Culture. That's what ETC stands for. So it's pretty much the only news show I watch. So thank you and shout out.
Good shout. Okay.
Okay, and because Ryan, I'll just go through the logistics of the test sessions because you got in a bit after we started. Every session is on YouTube. It's recorded. It goes on YouTube. We test on Just for Heroes, our app. You can add the app to your home screen. That's our download mechanism for the progressive web app version of the MVP. And we're testing allies and rivals with a focus on the rival handshake protocol for today.
Got it. Okay.
So right off the bat, as a client, everything looks good. You can't rival or ally with anyone. I went to several profiles just to see if it was an anomaly from it, but it looks good.
Okay, and by looking good, that's my favorite thing to hear. But by looking good, is that the expected behavior?
Yes.
Meaning there's no button, or if the button is there, there's a pop-up that says this is not a functionality for your role.
There's no button. I only see if the hero or villain has a rival or ally. I can only see numbers, either a 1 if they do or 0 if they don't. There's no button to press. I tried even pressing the number just to see if it would like do anything. It didn't do anything. It just kind of highlighted, but I think maybe that was more like a copy highlight versus actually like interaction.
Okay.
And you also can't see any of the like who is rivaling them or who is allying them.
Great. During the sessions, we're also refining the specs. So if there's any other behavior that we find that our community, like the test team, finds necessary, we adjust it. It's a refinement process.
Okay, I'm just finishing mine.
Or business analysis, how some would call it.
I got that.
Okay.
The world pop up.
Oh.
Okay.
I got a point, but then I can't really.
Okay. Z, you.
Some separate interface stuff. I know we've mentioned this before. I was just double checking on it just to see. It's not like a rush thing, but it was just checking the universe tabs to see if the pictures and names were still overlapped on Android.
Oh, and there still are.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm just adding in my photo.
I didn't see this.
Oh.
This is great. Wow. Awesome. Is this the same video popping up twice?
It's no, it's submitted twice.
Oh,
it's
he
different.
submitted the same video twice?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah.
He said, how did he do that? Oh, he just uploaded twice.
Yes.
Oh. Very interesting. It definitely looks super young. Which is fine. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how we can.
I mean, yeah. He's over 13, which is the rules. So.
Yeah. Well, or at least saying that. So.
And that designation for me was okay, right? I just put the name
Sorry.
with I put random and then
Yeah, yeah,
test.
yeah.
Obviously the gaming name I use on like Xbox Live and stuff is random hero.
Nice.
So as I'm a hero, I just put random.
As long as it has the test.
I put test after it. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sensei, I just got Sensei's. It was great. A little rival number.
Mhm.
Great, super wonderful experience.
The superscript.
The superscript, is that what it's called? The little
Yeah,
number
so
next to
the
it?
specifications are, because this was a test that that Sensei did, and he claimed, he reported it as a bug, as he's always very is paying a lot of attention. But as we agreed that while the requests are pending an action, like they are pending approval, they will appear as a superscript on the right hand side of the rivals word, and after the after it is accepted, the number will show before the rivals word. That's a design decision we came up with after a couple of weeks ago. So just in case. And Jen was very excited to see it working. And in the same time, you will notice that on the profile, there's going to be a red dot, which means that the profile needs attention.
Which I saw, which is what drew my eye to it. I was like, something must need to happen.
Yeah, so design and
Every time I get in here, it's kind of like the first time I'm in here. So I'm just like, oh, this is amazing.
Ryan, I'm particularly looking forward for that time when we use the simulator, because
Yes.
it means that we're preparing for the App Store, but not yet. We're not there
Almost. Yeah. I'm putting in I'm just making mine relevant, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to take notes and discuss any technical
This is great.
after that would be great. I'm just reluctant on putting some information on YouTube, to be honest.
No, of course, makes sense.
Ryan, are you random test?
Yes, because I used to on the online gaming thing. My name was, I don't know why, but for years I've been random hero.
Okay.
So as I was a hero, I called myself random.
So I just rivaled you, and Guru, I see your hand too. I just want to finish this. I just rivaled Ryan's random, and it immediately went to rival.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm wondering, like, what is the it says I'm already rivals with this hero. So should we see a pending?
Yes. Good.
I'm just I'm browsing through my photos to add one up. So it's a photo. So your kale one was great. So
Okay, so I just rivaled him.
Or the kale one.
And then I press number 1, and it takes me to the join.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure exactly. I would assume that he would have to, like, it shouldn't say rival right away. It should say pending, right?
No.
Or
it should be. So what we're basically.
Here, I'll mute and you.
Yeah, you're both muted.
Okay, so yes, what we're testing is the rivaling from someone else's profile, yes, that's a good. I need to add the implementation to that screen as well.
Okay, so I'm just going to send you this screen.
Yes.
You'll know what it means.
Yes, I know. Yes. So from your own profile and then in view, that's the implementation. When you go on your profile and you rival from your own profile. On the view, it's not yet added. That's
got it.
That's good. Yes, please send me that view.
So that's odd. What is the difference between what Sensei did and what I did?
He did it from, he went to his own profile, like when you go on the profile and you press here, this is the rival that he tested.
Oh, he searched from there.
Search from there, and then what you did, you went on.
I just searched.
You went
I went
on
from the cast page.
You went from the cast page. You went to someone's profile, and
Yes.
you wanted to rival from their profile. That needs to be added. So
Okay.
just let's test from your own profile, from searching in the list of suggestions for the rival.
Okay.
And if this works, then I'll just plug the functionality on
Okay.
the view as well.
Cool. And Guru had a question.
Guru.
This doesn't seem super important. It was just an afterthought question. How do we double verify age? Or is there a way we can do that? Because I mean, I've been a 12, 13-year-old person and said I was 18 on those sites that do age verification. So
Well, off the bat, I will just answer that. I'll leave Jen for the specs in terms of, but this is why we have the report functionality. We have the 3 dots, and we're relying on the community in the beginning before we can deploy the AI that says, hey, this person is too young. There's some filters that you're using here and all that. It doesn't look like they're 13. It looks like, so that's why we're relying on the community. The same way as for the content, where you can report a piece of content, and aside from commenting on it, which adds to the narrative, you can report it to us. I think this is the initial way to go about double verifying.
got it. Thank you.
Cool. I have another question.
Sure.
So actually, this is for Ryan.
Mm.
Hey Ryan.
Okay,
Right.
Quick question. Did you also rival me?
No, not yet. I was writing a 2000 word backstory. That wasn't really.
Oh no,
No, I'm just finishing in. There's little the little one-liner, and then the backstory is just one sentence, and then I added an image, and then I'm coming out of that. So I'll probably see that as soon as I come out of it.
Okay, no, I'm just wondering, did you a few minutes ago take any action on my profile?
No,
okay.
I did not. No.
Okay, so for some reason I've rivaled him, but I'm seeing a rival request from him as if he sent it to me.
Oh no.
Let's limit from your own.
I'm sorry, you're muted. So why don't you?
Let's do the test from your own profile. So when you join, you create a new user, you go to your profile, and then when you press on rivals, there's a list of suggestions that are showing up. That's what we're focusing on. And then we will, I'll test.
Yeah, that's where I found
Yes.
this. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then we will do the test from the view profile.
Okay.
These sessions are great because they help a lot the extensive development team.
Okay, so on Android, when I went back to my regular profile as a hero, I went and tried to rival someone, and I came up with the same thing that Jan got. So when I sent to Test Kale a rivalry, but it pops up as approve or deny on my side.
Okay.
Or sorry, approve or reject, pardon me.
Okay.
Yeah, we should see only a withdrawal option.
Pending and withdraw, yeah.
Pending and withdrawal.
Yes, make sure that you have the latest version of the app as well, guys. Because if now I go, I'll do the same test from my own profile. Test kill anonymous rival.
Okay, I'm taking the screen off to chew. I'm gonna chew some food. Great.
think it's safe for that.
Yes, if you rival someone from from their profile, that's what's happening. So that needs to be refined as well. That's what's happening when you rival someone from their profile. So what?
Okay, and I'll upload a video.
Is this the first time you're experiencing the app, Ryan?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Which is good. I'm making notes.
Okay.
Because one thing was that on the background thing, it disappeared. When I gave my backstory, it disappeared after I entered it. But whether that was the app or myself, I'm not sure. But I noticed it anyway, just to follow up on.
Yeah.
But it's great, and everything's so far is great work.
Ryan, are you saying that you were writing in the background and then it
yeah,
randomly disappeared?
yes, yeah, it did, yeah. But again, it may have been me. I'm not sure. So I'm not sure if it was actually a fault or anything, or a glitch or anything like that.
So the way you're updating your backstory is from edit profile. You cannot update anything from the profile itself. So you go on edit profile.
So it's me.
In character.
Well, hold on. Like, can you understand what? So that's interesting. Are you saying that you had the ability to write directly from the profile screen?
Yes.
Am I muted?
It popped up.
Sorry, Brian, can you say that again? I was muted.
Yeah. Yes, it popped up. Yeah.
No. Well, I can't hear it. Why can't I hear him?
Am I muted? No.
Oh, there we go.
I said no. No, I could see it. Yeah. Sorry. It came up as a pop-up window, so I clicked on my backstory. Pops up a little window. I typed in there. When I typed in when it was my phone number, actually that one was acted differently to the other ones. I clicked on the phone number one, and it came up with phone number written there, and I had to delete that text and then put my phone number in, as opposed to automatically wiping the text, which others did. It's very minor.
No, that's super important, because those are things that we thought were already done. So if you could take, and
I'm notating them down. Yeah.
Yeah, take notes or take screenshots or screen records for us. That'd be super helpful, please.
Actually, yeah, I was just screen recording the whole thing. That's a good point.
After doubly making sure that I have updated the test app stuff, it still shows the same things on mine as approve or reject, even if I requested the rivalry.
Okay, can you please go to your own profile, go on the rivals and look for Andra and see what's happening then? And you press rival.
It pops up as pending or withdrawal when I rival you. But the one above that for the test Kale, it still shows approve. Okay, good job.
Yes, so because from when you rival someone from the list of suggestions on your own profile, it goes through the handshake. On the view, when you press on the button rival, that's not the functionality. The handshake is not added there. So that's a miss on my side, but
You're I think you're muted. Oh, yeah, okay, you can hear from me. You guys can hear her from my side, right?
Yeah, lightly.
Yes. Yeah.
okay. So because for example now I can
Unmute yourself. I'm gonna mute.
I can unmute, I can approve or reject. So if I approve your request, it will show as remove, and you can test on your side. So again, let's focus the initial test on rivaling from our own profiles, and then from the view, we will do that test a bit later when I deploy that functionality. So Ryan, I took the note. So the problem is that the phone number accepts characters, not only numbers, accepts characters.
Okay, no, it was more that when I clicked on the other ones, the other like email address, for example, or my Instagram handle, when I clicked on it, the text that said, enter here or Instagram handle, it as soon as I typed it, it got rid of that demo or dummy text. But the phone number, I put like 917, and it added it in the middle of the word phone number.
Okay.
So that was a tweak. It was very minor, but obviously a note.
No, it's good. It's good. Yeah, these are minors indeed, but yeah.
I'm sure it's a very easy fix for you then. Still.
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about this after, but I have a question on like auto saving as people type.
Yeah, those are again expectations and specification refinements. If the expected behavior is that you save while you type instead of waiting, because I think that's what happened, Ryan, with your backstory. If you typed and you didn't press OK and you just dismissed that one, that's why it didn't save.
Yes, I think you're right.
That's how it's implemented. That's why it has the cancel and OK button. If the expectation is a different behavior, it's a quick fix. We're just refining, and this is what these tests are for. So it's great. And I think that's what happened. You can go and try again, but from what you described, that's what happened with the backstory.
What's on next assignment?
The next assignment is I would really want a confirmation on this flow. Go on your own profile, see the list of rivals, see the list of suggestions, send a rival request, and the other one. I mean, you can all rival me, Andra Stanciu, and I'm interested into seeing you are supposed to see pending or withdraw. You can test that also. And I will see accept or reject.
So, question. I mean, really more so just a note. I already accepted Guru Sensei Claus, his test rivalry, but now it says that we're not rivals anymore. So his rivalry has disappeared from my list of rivals.
Okay. Was the request sent from?
That was my first activity.
Okay, so it was sent from their own, not from your profile, from the list of suggestions, was sent from their profile.
Yeah, he sent to me, I approved it. And then
okay.
Now it's gone.
Okay, it's noted.
And it's gone on my end too, so at least that's consistent.
Okay, great. Sensei, you sent me a rival request, right?
Yeah, I've got it set to confirm. I mean, pending withdraw.
Okay.
So I was, yeah.
I'm gonna approve it now, and you can see, and I'm gonna remove it, and it should disappear from your side as well.
Should I be in the search screen or my profile?
In the search and your profile. Your profile.
Okay, because I'm in the search right now, and the screen's blinked a couple times, but it's the same pending/withdraw.
Can you refresh it?
All right. Okay, yeah, so now it's gone, okay. But I did have to refresh it. So. Okay.
And can you go on your profile to see if it shows up on your profile or not?
I did, yeah, I'm back to rival count 0, so you must not be there.
Okay, So the note here is that you had to do a manual refresh for the approval notification to show up.
Well, not for notification, just for the request to not exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the request denied. Yes. Okay. Great. Okay. How about? Okay. I love your one-liner, Ryan. The moment you don't push beyond your limits, you stop being a hero. And we need a T-shirt with that. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I might just keep your profile and just remove the test, because if you're used to using the random as a hero name, then I'll just keep it.
That's fine with me, yeah.
Okay. What's going on?
I'm looking at the video.
Oh, so it is uploaded?
Oh yeah, that's a video uploaded. So it's I'm in that video.
Okay.
In Death Valley. So shot on a drone.
Oh,
I
it's
put it in there because it's about making choices in life. So I thought it pertained to my character a little bit. Yeah, I drive off and do silly things with the car. So it does tie in. But I was just adding the content, seeing how that interface works.
mm-hmm. It's great. And let's see. Random hero.
Yeah, no, I got it on mine. I'm starting to learn where the lags are.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just that the page was double loading,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to go back, reload, and then go back onto it, and then now it works fine.
Okay. Oh, I have my headphones. That's why I couldn't hear the volume. Okay. So the arrival from your own profile works the handshake. What's left is to add the same functionality to the arrival button in someone's profile. Okay, that's as long as the arrival from the list works, it's the same functionality. So it's just adding that to the button on the profile. The ally worked. Sensei validated it, but we can test it as well. And what else? Yeah, I mean, the watch updates icon, formatting the design on the watch page. Oh wow, I always forget how it looks if you open it on not in browser, or if you add it to your home screen and it's on full screen. It looks, I mean, I have to like it because I did it, but I'm interested into your experience if you add it to your home screen. I just dragged the page and I removed the footer of the browser, and it automatically looks different. So I'm curious what you feel about that.
Okay.
The add to your home screen and see how it behaves. Add to your home screen. So by adding to your home screen on your iPhone, there's the button.
I'll do that. I'll give that a test then.
I like the way mine looks on the home screen. It has the JFH symbol. It's really, it looks like
it's nice.
just like another app. It's really nice.
Should I do it from the login page or do it from any page?
You can do it from any page. Oh, so yeah, so now we have, because Ryan joined, Jen and Ryan and me are testing on iPhone, and usually Guru and Sensei, they have Android, so that's how we cover more operating systems to see the behavior. And
Yeah, I had it up and running.
go ahead.
Before that, I had it up and running on Safari, and it was fine.
Yeah.
So I'm switching now to the iPhone version.
Yeah, it works on the desktop as well. Just that the design we're focused on first, so the design is a bit clunkier on desktop. But
yeah, I've switched now.
For a second. So clean this food off my face. So yeah, well, we are very much focused on the first experience, and so like we tell people to go on desktop. We're always saying go on the phones first. There's a lot more work that needs to be done on the desktop side, even though we have seen more like prosumer style folks wanting to use both. Especially folks that have their own camera setups and want to actually shoot short film. Guru, for example, just shot the last film he shot, was shot on it wasn't shot on a phone. It was shot on like his, a camera setup that he has access to, etc. So the folks who are more into that, we definitely see like going, wanting to use both experiences, but we definitely made it more of a social, mobile first experience, and we're leaning toward that until we have the bandwidth for the expanded desktop version.
This works well. Is that added?
The functionality is there.
Oh yeah.
It's just the design.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, which looks good. Added to the home screen, and it does look really good.
I've also figured out ways
to do both ways. Oh
yeah, sorry, I was commenting on what you were just saying. Yeah, like I figured out fun ways where I can integrate both my phone shots and my cinematic shots and things like that.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah, that's the style we're creating, honestly. So thank you for leading into that. So should I have an icon here, or that I would assume the icon would only pop up if I were to. That's why I asked him if I should go for the home.
No, it should be from every page. It shouldn't take the
Okay, I've only experienced that. So
no, because for example, Guru just said that it has the JFH icon.
Yeah, I've only experienced the page that I'm on is the page that it becomes my icon.
Okay.
Cool thing from if you click the added to the homepage app button, it pops up and creates the screen like it's an actual app.
That's what
Yeah.
I wanted to just to emphasize, because remember last session we were talking about how to, and then Ryan wanted to test the app on a simulator because it's such a new approach that I took in the development, and everyone's expecting either a simulator or app store, but it's just go to your browser, add it to your home screen. It's an app like any other app. So the beauty of progressive web apps.
Oh, and to clarify, you don't need to add it. No. To clarify, you don't need to add it to your home screen, even though we do want to take that real estate on people's phones, so that JFH is always on their minds. But I have a question, Ryan. When you downloaded to your home screen, did you get a JFH logo, like an icon, or did you get the and Guru? This is really a question for actually everybody, because you said it's a nice icon. I'm getting the actual page that I was on turned into an icon.
Ryan,
okay, so Ryan is also getting that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like a direct logo, like app-like logo.
Which should be.
Oh, okay, so no, it is on Android though. Interesting.
Yes.
So on Android, it is an app logo.
And on my phone because
Huh.
So
Okay, so also, thank you,
It's a
Sensei.
bookmark.
and I have
It's a
it
book.
on my phone as
Sensei
well,
has two
It's a
versions.
bookmark,
Yeah.
right? It's a bookmark. It's a
which
bookmark.
both of them have the JFH icon.
So
It
what
pops up as a bookmark, but
Think-
when you
But
touch it,
yeah, but I
brings
think if we
see-
can change the bookmark to be an image, then maybe that'll by default change the icon.
It's how different versions of iPhone interpret the icon that as the fav icon, which is used when you add it to your home. So that needs to be reviewed as well.
Cool.
I made a note of that. Okay, it's 1:48.
4:48. Oh, I wish it was 1:48.
Oh, it's on the West Coast. No, I was.
I know. I wish it was 1:48 here.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend from Ireland this morning at 5, and he's like, "You still have 8 hours. I promise you, the next 8 hours of the day are really cool." And I'm like, "Okay, thank you for the snippet of the future." The same way with you guys.
Yeah.
So next, let's see how the challenge Super Kung Fu and the challenge updates, because the numbering on the challenge page. So when you go to the challenge, to the cape icon in the footer, those are the challenges. Go to the training tab, and you should see the Kung Fu Extravaganza challenge, the first one, and then all the other challenges that are training challenges.
Mhm.
And try to complete that challenge, the Super Kung Fu Extravaganza, just to make sure that that functionality is live. But I want to confirm. I know it works, but I want it to be confirmed by all of you.
Okay.
Jen, can you pay attention to the numbers if the update is there?
Sure.
Because
That's great.
so try to complete it both with uploading and shooting something really quick.
you want us to use our normal profiles?
Sorry?
You want us to use our normal
No,
profiles?
just use the test profiles, because that will be easier for me to clean up after this session.
Okay.
Cool thing to note, because I signed into my client profile. They are absolutely not able to do any of the training, any of the journeys, and it pops up with a little. That's pretty cool. It pops up with a little like disclaimer that clients, only heroes or villains can take on challenges. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the way we give access to clients to see what's happening, but in the same time we're telling them that they can, there's certain activities that are not for clients, instead of just removing the screen altogether. It's important to know, for them to know also what's happening on the platform, even though they cannot interact with it.
Nice.
Oh, there we go.
You'll see the public or private
Got it.
toggle.
Worked.
There you are. Was that you?
Because you can decide later to publish it and to show it. It's like you can have your own stack of scenes that you should, and then you decide which ones you wanna show to the community and to make it public part of the universe.
I like the assets, the brand assets.
Yeah,
But for those, you want to use real email. I don't know if you did or not.
Use which, sorry?
Oh, an actual email. So for test accounts,
Yeah.
a lot of time we use fake emails.
Oh yeah,
But,
I did my real email, yeah, so I got it.
All right, you're working in.
But so I got the brand, I got the download the
Yeah, we
brand
gotta use, like, a real
assets.
account.
the first step towards editing.
It's good with the music and stuff, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's very good.
So Ryan, just to clarify what you're seeing here too, on the, am I muted? Oh no, okay.
No, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So essentially, when you're in the, let's say the challenges tab, which is, and you know, we could do a more clarified walkthrough of all of this, but you know, let's actually start in the center. The center where you can hire a hero or become one. That's what we call the brand narrative, and those are where the brand and the users can essentially come together and create content. So
yeah, so the hire is they got a problem and they put it up there and saying, right, need someone to do this, whatever.
Exactly. And
the hero is when you browse it and say, I'll help you do this. Yeah.
Exactly. So you have the person, the two different personas, the two different roles, and really for us it's three, but people, like, for the story, we don't differentiate between heroes and villains on the app. It's going to happen later on in the series, so we know where in the storyline of the show when that's going to become dramatically relevant, and then we'll reveal all the villains on the app at that point. But until then, the villains are disguised as heroes. So, cool. But yeah, essentially,
I like the design is cool. Yeah, the design is cool. The interface is cool.
So essentially, like, you have to create a prompt or take on one. So but anything you do there affects the wider cinematic universe, the wider brand narrative. The challenge page is where it's really focused on your story as a individual character and how you want to tell that story. So the journey challenge section, that tab, is focused on truncating the hero's journey model and giving people their own giving them their own mini movie origin story. So if you complete you shoot like one video for each one of those, you're going to have your own mini movie.
Got it.
The training is really more so about how you train your character. It doesn't have to be martial arts per se. So there's different ways and different challenges there for the different types of characters. And
driving.
We should yes, soon. Very, very cognizant of the legal challenges that Fast and Furious went through when the first film came out, and how much litigation happened around people playing Fast and Furious in the streets, pretending they had NOS, and I had a buddy who did that too with me in the car. So, and then there's the development side, which is really, like the development process of the film life cycle, where you can work on different aspects of like character creation, world building, etc. for your character. So all of that is centralized on your character's narrative. And then outside of that, of course, you see the profile button next to the yin yang on the left side. You see the play button. The play button is what we call the watch page, where you have the premium series. It could be premium brand content. It could be content that is selected from the users that the brand wants to highlight, and it also has the combination of both. A lot of that premium content will actually have a fusion when it comes to Justice for Hire between the user-generated content and the premium content that we've shot as like the brand team. So
that's good. Yeah, that's good.
And what's coming up next, how you can contribute to it. There's an in production section the collective journey. Again, that's where we highlight users from across the world that are on the platform. And then the IRL is really just like some guidance of how to do certain scenes, how to a little bit more detailed, a deep dive into certain more professional ways of thinking and going about filmmaking. So
No, that's good. Yeah, that's very good.
And then the world page is really where all like the social interaction happens. So you can see the cast, you can see what's happening in the world now.
Yeah.
You can scroll the top carousel up here for our meetups, for what's going on in production. You see top creators, and you can also see the full cast. And then we break it down into missions and challenges. And again, the missions are the brand, collective narrative, and then the challenges are your solo individual character narrative. So that's
Cool.
the chat hamburger menu. There's a tutorial in the hamburger menu that kind of walk you through it a little bit more deeply.
Yeah.
You see rules, and that'll change per brand on the real world side of whoever we collaborate with. And you'll see the assets button. The assets that as we build technology that helps to automate the scene creation process and directing people through that, then the assets button is going to be less necessary. Like right now, because we have essentially built the container for the thinking, which is what this app represents. It's a container for the thinking. And essentially you can walk in there and let people get it. They can create content. They know that they're contributing to a story also.
Yeah.
If they want to take it to a prosumer level or a professional level, you can download assets, integrate that into your content, and it's totally fine. But eventually we'll automate that type of content creation. So
nice, that's great.
Yeah.
No, it's good. I'll give them. I'll also I'll write up this. Just browsing through the other people here, just so the which ones are engaging, which kind of profile pictures are very engaging. A few I've clicked on just because the pictures have been good or interesting. That may be some guidance around some of that, but I know, especially with YouTube, they always give you guidance on that, thumbnails and things. Not that that's a big deal, but it's just a few. I thought, oh, that's cool. Clicked on that, and I was like, oh, that's cool. There's a black K1, for example, on the list of undercast. His black and white photo, I like the style of it, so that got me onto his page. But those little notes, just as a first-time user, it's good to kind of. I'll just give you that raw feedback, whether however useful it is, I'm not sure, but at least you have it.
It's super important. Please email links and likes.
I can hear you.
I'm muted, so I think they heard.
I can hear you.
I'm just looking at Falcon Flamewing, who's a new user I haven't seen yet. So that's pretty cool.
No, but the total game changer was the GIF.
Yes, Sensei Claus's GIF or GIF, however that's pronounced, is the
Yes.
That's my favorite, honestly. That little
that's good because what is it? It's a parrot.
There's a kakapo.
Cockapoo. Sorry. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're indigenous to New Zealand. A lot of weird birds over there.
Yeah, definitely. That's cool. Yeah, I could see there's a few GIFs I could do. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that was a test. I want to see if I could do that. Turns out you can.
Yeah. No, it's good whenever you can do that for thumbnails for anything, really, for videos or for on your website, things like that. I still call them GIFs, but I know it's GIFs. But it just sounds weird to say GIFs to me, even though that's correct. I mean, I just stick to how the English language is pronounced, so I should really just stick with GIFs. But I like it. It catches your eye straight away.
Oh, cheers! It's a placeholder. I just like to have some fun,
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's cool. I like it.
Oh, that's right. I haven't taken the picture. Oh, before we end the session today, guys, I'm going to take a photo as per usual of Guru. If you turn the camera for a second, if possible. If not, don't worry about it.
I've got an ice cream record going.
Hey, Andre, can you kind of look toward camera and tilt your nose down? I just like getting these shots with Andre's eyes in the background. There we go. Got it. Thank you, guys.
Usually it's me
Of course.
taking a snapshot of being focused or pondering on
The eyes of determination.
Sorry?
The eyes of determination.
this I mean, it's a team effort on all sides. So I'm very, very fortunate to experience this and to be creating this. And yes, coding has been done mostly by me. So, but it's a team effort on all sides, and this is how it's crowdsourced all around. That's how we stay true to our mission. So thank you again. It means a lot, all the feedback, and please email the notes that you have. And the MVP functionality is there. So we're just gonna spend a couple more weeks refining and making it even nicer, even more beautiful. We take time to make it beautiful, but yeah, that's um, that's it for this week. It's 2:04, so I want to be mindful of everyone's time. If there's any closing,
I could spend longer. It's fun.
me too.
Sorry. Yeah.
You can stay, Ryan. Well, let's stay on and chat just to get some of your thoughts. But let's cut the public recording.
Yeah.
We will need to edit it. We will need to edit this recording.
Or we can dial back in or whatever.
Okay.
Actually, hey, could you just real quick one more time for anyone watching at home? If you've skimmed through the video, you didn't see in the beginning. Tomorrow, July 22nd at 3 p.m. EST is the deadline for the Superhero Kung Fu Extravaganza, the event that's kicking off Comic-Con weekend, for you to submit via the JFH challenge, the Superhero Kung Fu Challenge, in the JFH app. So you just go to justiceforhire.app, not just for here. That's for these app test sessions, which is only open once a week. So go to justiceforhire.app and you can submit right through there. And again, Kung Fu literally means expertise. It does not mean martial arts. So whatever your true expertise is on, go for it. We just got an upload from Liger Dragon. As you can see, that just happened just now. He's got his comic book. He also has a comic book series of the same name. And he just uploaded his superhero Kung Fu challenge that just happened 1 minute ago, literally, maybe even less. And we love you. And thank you, guys.
I'll stop the recording now.
FYI, mine should be
Thanks, guys.